Welcome to Capitalists versus Consumers, where we break down how money really works and show you how to start building income that works for you. Today, we are covering one of the most important financial decisions a beginner can make: how to invest your first $1,000. This is the video I wish existed when I first started learning about investing. We are going to walk through exactly what to do with your first $1,000, step by step, with no jargon, no confusion, and no overwhelming complexity. By the end of this video, you will know exactly where to put your first $1,000 and why. Quick note before we get into it: everything we cover here at Capitalists versus Consumers is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. Everyone's financial situation is different, so always do your own research or speak with a qualified financial professional before making investment decisions. Please hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a report. Let's get into it. Before you invest. The prerequisites. Before you put a single dollar into any investment, there are two things you need to have in place first. Skipping these steps is one of the most common mistakes new investors make. Prerequisite number 1, an emergency fund. An emergency fund is 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses sitting in a liquid savings account that you can access immediately if something goes wrong. A job loss, a medical bill, a car repair. An emergency fund is what prevents a bad month from becoming a financial catastrophe. If you do not have an emergency fund, your first $1,000 should go there, not into investments. Here is why. If you invest your $1,000 and then face an unexpected expense, you will be forced to sell your investments, potentially at a loss, to cover it. The cost of not having an emergency fund is the emotional and financial damage of selling investments at the wrong time. At minimum, have $500 to $1,000 in a liquid savings account before you invest anything. Ideally, work toward 3 to 6 months of expenses over time. Prerequisite number 2, high-interest debt paid off first. If you are carrying credit card debt at 20 to 28% interest, paying it off delivers a guaranteed return equal to your interest rate. Paying off a credit card charging 24% interest is mathematically equivalent to earning a 24% guaranteed return on your money. No investment in the world offers that on a guaranteed basis. Pay off high-interest debt before investing. Once your high-interest debt is gone and your emergency fund is in place, your $1,000 is ready to be invested. Step 1. Choose your account type. Before you choose what to invest in, you need to choose where to invest. The account type matters because it determines your tax treatment, and taxes are one of the biggest factors affecting long-term investment returns. Option 1. Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is a retirement account where you contribute money that has already been taxed. That money grows completely tax-free inside the account. And when you withdraw it in retirement, you pay 0 taxes on any of it, not on the contributions, and not on the decades of growth that compound interest built up. For most beginners, the Roth IRA is the single best account to open first. You can contribute up to $7,000 per year in 2026. You can open one at Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab in about 15 minutes. And $1,000 is more than enough to get started. The only limitation: there are income limits to contribute to a Roth IRA. As a single filer, your ability to contribute phases out above a certain income threshold. Check the current limits before opening one. Option 2. Traditional brokerage account. A taxable brokerage account has no contribution limits, no income restrictions, and no rules about when you can withdraw your money. You pay capital gains tax when you sell investments that have appreciated, but the flexibility is complete. If you have already maxed out your Roth IRA contribution for the year, or if you exceed the income limits, a taxable brokerage account is the right choice. Option 3. Employer 401k. If your employer offers a 401k with a matching contribution, meaning your employer matches some percentage of what you contribute at least enough to get the full match before investing anywhere else. An employer match is a 50 to 100% instant return on your contribution. It is the single best investment available to anyone who has access to it. For most beginners, the recommended sequence is employer 401k up to the match first, then Roth IRA, then taxable brokerage for any additional investing. Step 2. Choose where to open your account. Once you have decided which type of account to open, you need to choose a brokerage. Here are the 3 most beginner-friendly and most trusted options. Fidelity is widely considered the best overall brokerage for beginners. 0 account minimums, 0 commission trades, excellent customer service, a clean, easy-to-use app, and fractional share investing, meaning you can buy partial shares of expensive stocks like Amazon or Google with as little as $1. Fidelity also has some of the best index funds available with 0 expense ratios. Vanguard is the pioneer of index fund investing and the home of some of the most widely held index funds in the world, including VTSX and VOO. Vanguard is owned by its fund investors, which means there is no external pressure to maximize profits at your expense. The platform is less user-friendly than Fidelity, but the funds are exceptional. Charles Schwab is another excellent option with 0 minimums, commission-free trades, fractional shares, and a strong mobile app. Schwab also offers excellent index funds and strong customer support. All 3 are free to open. All 3 offer the account types we discussed. Pick one and open it today. The decision between the 3 is much less important than simply starting. Step 3. What to invest in? This is the question everyone wants answered. And the honest answer for a beginner with $1,000 is simpler than most people expect. Put your first $1,000 into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund or a total stock market index fund. That is it. Nothing complicated, nothing exotic, just a diversified index fund that owns a piece of the 500 largest companies in America, or in the case of a total market fund, the entire US stock market. Here is why this is the right starting point for most beginners. Instant diversification. A single index fund gives you exposure to hundreds or thousands of companies simultaneously. No single company's failure can wipe out your investment. Low cost. The best index funds charge expense ratios of 0.03% or less. That means for every $1,000 you invest, you pay 30 cents per year in fees. That is essentially free. Proven long-term performance. The S&P 500 has delivered average annual returns of approximately 10% over its entire history. That includes every crash, every recession, every crisis. Long-term investors have been rewarded for staying in. No skill required. You do not need to pick stocks, analyze earnings, or predict market movements. You simply own the market. Whatever the market delivers, you receive. Specific funds to consider for your first $1,000. At Fidelity, FXAIS tracks the S&P 500 with a 0% expense ratio. FZROX is a total market fund, also with a 0 expense ratio. At Vanguard, VFIAX tracks the S&P 500 with a 0.04% expense ratio. VTSX is a total market fund with a 0.04% expense ratio. Both require a $3,000 minimum, so with $1,000, consider the ETF versions VOO and VTI instead, which have no minimum. At Schwab, SWPPX tracks the S&P 500 with a 0.02% expense ratio. SWTSX is a total market fund with a 0.03% expense ratio. Any of these funds is an excellent starting point. Pick one, invest your $1,000, and move to the next step. Step 4. Set up automatic contributions. This is the step that separates people who build wealth from people who talk about building wealth. Set up an automatic monthly transfer from your bank account to your investment account, even if it is $50 a month, even if it is $25 a month. Make it automatic so it happens without any decision or willpower required on your part. Here is what automatic investing does over time. Your first $1,000 invested at 10% annual returns grows to approximately $1,100 after 1 year. But if you add $100 per month automatically, that same account grows to approximately $2,168 after 1 year. After 5 years, your $1,000 initial investment plus $100 per month at 10% annual returns becomes approximately $8,976. After 20 years, it becomes approximately $76,570. The math of consistent automatic investing is extraordinary. The $1,000 you start with is just the seed. The monthly contributions are the water, and time is the sunlight. Put them together, and the compounding growth that results is one of the most powerful forces in personal finance. Step 5. Leave it alone. This is the hardest step and the most important one. After you invest your $1,000 and set up automatic contributions, the next step is to do nothing. Do not check your account every day. Do not sell when the market drops. Do not get excited and try to pick individual stocks. Do not move your money into whatever investment is trending. The single biggest mistake new investors make is reacting to short-term market movements. The market will drop. Sometimes it will drop a lot. In 2008, the S&P 500 fell over 38%. In early 2020, it fell over 30% in a matter of weeks. Both times, it fully recovered and went on to new all-time highs. The investors who got hurt were not the ones who stayed invested. They were the ones who panicked and sold at the bottom, locking in permanent losses and then missing the recovery. Time in the market beats timing the market every single time. The research on this is overwhelming and consistent across every market cycle in history. Stay invested, keep contributing, and let the compounding work. What comes after your first $1,000? Once you have your first $1,000 invested and your automatic contributions running the path forward is straightforward. Keep contributing consistently. Increase your monthly contribution every time your income increases. Max out your Roth IRA, $7,000 per year, before investing in a taxable account. And as your portfolio grows, consider adding other asset classes, international stocks, bonds, REITs, for additional diversification. The first $1,000 is the hardest. It requires overcoming inertia, learning a new system, and making decisions that feel unfamiliar. But once it is done and the automatic contributions are running, the wealth-building process largely takes care of itself. Most importantly, start today, not next month, not when you feel more ready. The cost of waiting is measured in years of compound growth you can never recover. Every day you delay is a day of compounding you give up permanently. That is a wrap on today's breakdown here at Capitalists versus Consumers. If this gave you the clarity to take your first step, please hit the like button. It helps more people find this content. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly breakdown every Friday after the close and our daily after the bell market report every trading day. We will see you in the next one. Resources mentioned in this video: The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by John Bogle, I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This video contains affiliate links. I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you.